Hey and hello everyone, my name is Joanna and welcome to my creative corner. I hope that you are having a great day. In today's video I will share my experience with markers, and I will explain why I decided to reject markers from the range of my coloring supplies uh, and go for crayons. So let's get started right away. Guys, I've been a colorist for about 4 years now, and when I started to color and I started to watch videos on YouTube of other colorists, I was simply blown away by the range of modern coloring and art supplies that are available out there. I was growing up in a communistic country, and like the feeling of scarcity, and it wasn't actually a feeling. If you went to the store, to a craft store, the range of art supplies was really limited, and uh, I was even not aware of different kinds of coloring supplies, art supplies that are simply possible to have. Anyway, when I started to color, I was really impressed by all the stuff that you can get to make your pages look beautifully. And of course, I fell into this consumerism trap, and I wanted to have everything like colored pencils, oil pastels, pen pastels, soft pencils, wax-based pencils, markers, alcohol-based one, acrylic one, water-based, whatever, you name it, I want it all. And fortunately, my budget was very tight at the time. It still is, but not as much. But uh, when I could, I would buy stuff here and there, including markers. And when I was getting my markers, I was dreaming of a satisfying experience of filling white spaces between lines with vibrancy and colors. And I thought that the process would be super soothing and comforting. And that's not what happened. Actually, I found out that when I was working with markers, uh, I was stressed out because the pigment, the fluid was flowing quite rapidly, and I felt that I need to work really quickly to avoid spoiling the page, damaging the page. And it wasn't fun, basically. So coloring, I thought that I'm coloring for to relax, to unwind, to release stress. And meanwhile, when I was coloring with markers, I felt overwhelmed with anxiety to do the stuff rather quickly. Uh, the last page I did with markers was this page, the cute princess page. I really like the page, but while coloring this page, I killed another cute princess here, which I could, turn into some spooky weirdo anyway. But yeah, that's the last page I did with markers. I felt also discouraged from having any kind of markers with their price and their sustainability. So I knew that if I buy entire set, I will not use entire set, and sooner or later I will open up a drawer and find out that I have, a couple of tens of dead markers lying in my drawer. And I don't like having dead coloring supplies. So, I started to think what to do next in my coloring journey to make it more satisfying. And it was the beginning of 2025 when crayons would pop up instantly in my mind, like waxy Crayola crayons. And that's the only set of Crayola crayons that I had at the time, and I started to play with it right away in the beginning of 2025, and I was actually shocked how versatile they are and how useful they are. I thought that you cannot really blend waxy crayons like Crayola, that you cannot layer them, and actually it turned out that you can, but you need to have a blending stub. I will link my short tutorial, I'm sorry, on how to blend Crayola crayons in the description box below, but that's not the case. It turned out that Crayola crayons are definitely more useful than I considered them, and I also had this vision of layering different kinds of crayons, including Neocolors too. And that's how my coloring approach was developed. This is a whip, actually. I'm sorry that I didn't introduce this page before. It is the whip I am working on at the moment. It is a Siren page from Ephemorphia by Kirby Rosanes. I actually consider this book my book of transformation. My transformation began with a Cyclops page in this book when I followed my urge to cover entire page with one color. I've always wanted to do it, and I did it, and I was totally happy with the process, and that was the most important to me. I also enjoy working with soft stuff, like of creamy, waxy texture, like Faber-Castell Black Edition pencils, like Prismacolor pencils, of course all kinds of crayons, Crayola crayons, Neocolors, oil pastels. I don't know, it brings me sensory pleasure, it soothes my senses, and that's the experience I'm looking forward to when I want to color. So following this page, I started to experiment a little bit more, and I did, where is it? This double spread layout. Many of you loved the page, the Hippocamp page. Therefore, I also did the Leocamp page, and while coloring this page, I shot a tutorial on the process. It's available on my channel. I will leave the link in the description box below. And once I did this page, I was so super happy, so I, went with the flow, and then I did the leaf man. Here he is. And then I did the Yeti page. I also did some pages which are not in this book. Here is the phone page that was my experiment when I first got another set of waxy crayons, Manley crayons. The Siren page that I colored I don't know, 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, I'm not sure, but the time flies, so I'm not really great with following the calendar. I'm showing you the pages because I believe that I do not have any special talent. I believe I really don't. I am playful though, so once I, grab my coloring supplies, I'm like a kiddo. And I like to reinvent supplies, using them in a different way than I used to. I'm sharing, my know-how that I gathered so far in all my tutorials that you can find on my channel. If you want to explore how I color, the knowledge is out there, so feel free to watch the tutorials. But basically I wanted to encourage you to play with what you already have, and not to necessarily fall for this consumerism trap. I simply don't want you to feel bad because of coloring supplies that you do not have yet. I mean, you have probably more than you need to create really satisfying pieces today. To prove my word, I wanted to show you one more page. This cursed carriage from Cinderella's tale. from Dark Fairy Tales by my beloved Kirby Rosanes. And I might be wrong, but I'm probably not. To finish this page, I used 6 Crayola crayons, 2 silky crayons, around 6 Neocolors, and around 6 colored pencils, and all the colors and all the shadings you can see on the page is just the result of mixing and layering different coloring supplies. I hope that my video was somehow empowering to you and that you enjoyed watching. I'm sorry for the mess, but my channel is called Yana Stone's Creative Corner, and it is literally a corner on my desk where I also work, and I do not have basically huge space to, you know, keep stuff in order all the time. So I'm sorry for the mess, but I hope that the video encouraged you to experiment and you feel better now than you felt before. And if yes, if it sparked some kind of creativity in you, please give me a like and subscribe and leave a comment in the comment section. It really helps my channel to grow. And that's all that I have for you today. I'm wishing you a wonderful weekend ahead, and stay creative, guys. Feel great. Bye bye.